You're plugged in to The Real Life Show with your host, MALICHI
and co-host Catherine Martins,
where real life issues meet real life solutions. Problems are not solitary things. Someone has been through what you're going through. So let's talk about real life.
How's everybody? This is Malichi for The Real Life Show. Now, I'd like to introduce
Brandon,
and Nicholas.
Now, I want you guys to tell me what the tap is all about, actually.
So, like from the very beginning?
You give me the very beginning.
Okay,
Yeah.
So Nicholas and I are brothers.
Yes, okay.
And we started doing design we've been drawing, we're artists since we can hold a pencil.
Okay.
Both of us.
Okay.
And so growing up as kids, we always did art. We actually sold art as toddlers. We'd go around the community, 10 cents, we'd draw pictures. We'd draw as many pictures as we could.
Okay.
And sell pictures to neighbors. Grandma and Grandpa bought most of them.
Okay.
But we were selling, so entrepreneurs and artists right from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Then in high school, it kind of morphed into doing yearbook, but also web development. Together.
Okay.
And then we went off to separate university programs, and then somewhere along the lines we connected again and started doing websites.
Yeah.
And then that kind of fizzled, but about 2 years ago, Nicholas and our brother-in-law Patrick were living in Winnipeg.
Okay.
And Patrick said, "Oh, I'll do your books. Nicholas, start freelancing your web design."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Hey, let me in on that situation."
Okay.
So the three of us got together. We were down here. You can do that sort of thing remotely.
Mm-hmm.
So we all got together. We formed a company, Tapa Creative, in June 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we kind of just decided, we all had full-time jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So we just decided to do it on the side of those jobs. I was working a midnight shift, a 4 p.m. till 3 a.m. shift.
Okay.
And I'd come home at 3 a.m. and I would work from 3 a.m. till 5 a.m. because it was quiet, and
Yes.
I'd be working on side projects every night of the week.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody else would come home from their day jobs. We were all crushing it on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just the Lord pulled me out of the night job I was in.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, do it full time." So that's when I started going full time. Yeah.
So how did you get that strength? Because a lot of times people get that urge to say, you know what, let me just jump into it. So how did you get that strength and courage to actually do something like that, man?
It's we've always, I don't know how much you want to go into faith in this.
Let's do it.
Let's
Absolutely.
do it.
Go as far as you can.
Because that's really the Lord orchestrated it.
Yes.
I was let go.
Okay.
And it wasn't necessarily for just reason.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just trusted the Lord. It was weird. The day that I got let go, it's kind of jarring, right? It was all this stuff. It was. I found out I did something.
Mm-hmm.
I found out that I was being sent home, and then the next day I was let go. I had no job. It was completely blindsided us. And so, but we had such peace. We went and celebrated that I didn't have to go into the night shift. That night, we went to Port Stanley to get ice cream and celebrated that I didn't have a job.
Mm-hmm.
And then I applied for unemployment.
Yeah.
And that was our runway. And I was like, business full time. I know this is where the Lord's calling me.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just decided to go with it.
And a really cool aspect of that too was we had been planning out as a company. We're like, okay, we're starting this off on the side.
Yeah.
We want to give ourselves a runway, and our ideal projection would be, what was that?
Launch Brandon in June 2016. Was in our business plan.
In our business plan. And then also on top of that, we're ideally Brandon would be in, what you said, June? June, and then Nicholas would be in September.
Mm-hmm.
We're if everything goes ideally, And we were coming up to that, and we're like, oh, like I just...
We were just going to continue on building it organically. And then bam, all of a sudden I'm like, I'm in full time. In June, which is when we planned on it, but we weren't planning on it. Legit, right? Lord was just like, boom, you're in. And then October, I was, you know, working full time at it, and I was like, Nicholas, you gotta be in. You gotta be in. And he kept kind of like making excuses, and I was like, go talk to your boss.
Just set up a coffee. That's it. It's like he'd come down to visit, just to visit fam. We all got together. We had our meeting stuff, and he's like, dude, just have a coffee and talk about it with your boss. I was like, all right. I was like, right then. I texted my boss because we were like, he lived 2 doors down from me. We were good friends. I was like, hey, can we just go for a coffee? I got some stuff to talk about. He's like, sure. I go have a coffee that week, the next week, and I'm like, hey, so like the company's looking like it's projection. It needs me. It needs me down there full time. And I was like, what's it looking like, you know, for me to be leaving the company here? And he's like, this is perfect. 2 weeks. And I'm like in the meeting we're having lunch, I'm like, oh, you know, 2 weeks, you know, and then I'm like, okay, you know, like this
calls me up. He's like, I'm moving down in 2-3 weeks, and I was like,
my boss is like, he's like, let me talk to my partners. I got 2 partners. Let me talk to my partners, and I'll get back to you. Within 2 hours, he's hit me up with an email saying everything's great. That's totally good. Plan your stuff. So I hit him up. I'm like, I'm coming. And 2 weeks later, I pack everything I own into a 12-foot trailer. And I have to drive slow because I got a huge trailer on the back. 30 hours I drive down here, and we go full time.
And it just so happened that we have an entire attic, which is an apartment.
Wow.
Yeah. And that hit right on September 2. I quit September 25th.
And we had the space upstairs we were renting to our sister-in-law, my sister-in-law, Ashley, and she was going to school starting September, which is exactly when we needed the space for Nicholas. Like it all lined up.
1 week she moved out, I moved in.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, this is what you call faith, you know?
Yes.
This is what you call believing in God. You know what I mean? Because you got this guy here that gets fired and he's celebrating. You know what I mean? You got this guy negotiating with his boss when he could get fired or when he could quit. Right? So it's interesting because sometimes it's like we have all these dreams. God gives us a vision, right? But we don't want to take that extra step. But God's like, you know, I'm gonna make you take that step. You know, with him, he probably, if he never got fired, he'd probably still be there right now,
secure,
right?
It's exactly.
But God wanted something different for you. So a lot of the times, especially I know, you know, St. Thomas had a very sad point when, you know, in 2009, 2008, when everything went downhill, all the businesses left, you know, people were getting fired. But sometimes, just maybe sometimes it's actually for a purpose. You know what I mean? Maybe sometimes God has something better for you, but he has to get rid of something else in order for that to happen, you know? And we as human beings, we always get comfortable in the position we're in until sometimes God steps in and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna force you to take that leap. You know what I mean? So Fast Track, we got Tampa, is functioning amazingly. And then you guys have another venture that's actually so intriguing. Like I'm excited when you guys told me this. So I want you to tell the public.
So in the fall, Nicholas started coming down. You could see physically in our back end of our website, you can see the traffic do this. As soon, in September, October, Nicholas comes down, and all of a sudden you can tell our company is really starting to move because Nicholas and I are collaborating, right? And then December business really starts to take off, and so we're like, okay, we got to get out of the house. Like we got to, you know, I mean, we make it look like we're in this, and we have a cool home office, but it's a home office, and we really feeling the need to get out. So we started looking at some office space in St. Thomas, and to be fair, it's reasonable. It's like $400 or $500 is reasonable.
That's beyond reasonable.
And so we were playing with some ideas, and one thing, you know, at one point we were looking at an office space in that price range, and then all of a sudden we were going to be potentially in a home office situation, like a commercial home office situation, where a friend was going to be buying a house and turning it into a creative space, and then I met up with Jamie Dodds, who was a commercial realtor, a young guy like us, and we got talking. We're like, oh man, that queso station spot, like the Alba Suite, is available. We should check it out. And so we got this co-working idea started, and then we're like, okay, well, let's just test the market, get a website out there, and all of a sudden, a builder, Matt McClellan, found the website and was like, I want to finance that.
Yeah.
And I want to get you in a spot. So we hooked up with him. He's like, I own this really cool building. I just bought it. We don't even actually have it quite yet.
Yeah.
And so he's like, come check it out. Let's get in there. I'll get you, like, your idea works in there, and it's an incredible space. We went and looked at it, and we're like, okay, so let's do it. Let's do the co-working space. That solves our office space, but it also creates this hole, or it fills this gap for the business community, right?
Now, just for the viewers, exactly what is a co-working space? Sure.
Yeah. So essentially, it's a furnished office space, and in our case, like an incredible furnished office space. And we basically sell memberships to the space for like desk space. So for $85 a month, you get to use, so you come into the space, there's you get a locker, and then you've got desk space, there's lounges, there's reading nooks, there's, free coffee, there's high-speed fiber internet. Everything your business needs is in this office space, and it's set up like an office. You're in a professional environment, and you essentially just pay for your one desk spot.
It's like a club for businesses,
Exactly. So instead of having to lease the whole space, because you'd never dream of owning an office space like that. But because you are like one of, 20 or 40 other people in there, everybody just pays their portion and runs their small business. And the benefit from that is that you've got 40 motivated people in the same space. Like there's like an energy in the space because of that, and so businesses not only get affordable rent, but they also get like an incubator for their business. It creates connections and networks, and like businesses just do incredibly better in a co-working environment.
And the aesthetics.
Oh, and the aesthetics. Yeah,
building.
Sure.
So you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. So the atrium has a completely clear ceiling.
Okay.
So we're getting like vitamin D all day. The sun is pouring in,
natural.
And it's got like 20-foot ceiling.
Okay.
And then on the one wall we're doing a plant wall, a live plant wall, 18 feet wide by 18 feet high.
Wow.
It's got a fireplace. It's just incredible. We're building out conference rooms. It's just gonna be. It's gonna be real. Yeah.
So somebody right now, an individual that has an office space at home, that wants a lot more professional. But this, like, I had the pleasure of seeing the plans and the blueprint of this. This looks like some space Google.
That's
type
the whole thing.
Like it looks so amazing. And for the price that you guys are talking about, you could have a professional establishment. For less than $100 to begin with, right?
Just to start.
And then if you want bigger space, it gets a little bit more and more. And I believe it has a conference room as well.
That's right.
That could be rented as well.
A public conference room, like a large conference space.
And it's coming here at the same time.
Okay. And like in addition to that, like we're not just bringing cool space. We're bringing a mindset.
Okay.
Like a new stuff St. Thomas hasn't seen. What I mean by that is that big cities get like key access with their phones and membership management online and like these things that like it's gonna make it so easy to access space. You don't need a key. You don't you use your phone. Or to sign up for a membership, like today, you can go online and pre-book for July.
Okay.
You can go online right now.
I know people are getting excited right now, so how do they book it?
Yeah, sure. So if you go to the-atrium.smpl, simple without any vowels.
Okay.
smpl.io.
Okay.
We're using a platform there. It's beautiful.
Okay. And the link is going to be at the bottom, so you guys
awesome.
do it.
Or you can go to workattheatrium.com, which is our website.
Okay.
It'll lead you to how to sign up.
Okay, fantastic.
And so we've got 4 membership plans there. The key thing to remember with that is that you want to select, there's a calendar, it says when you want to start your start date.
Okay.
Select July 1st, that's when our doors open.
July 1st.
Yeah.
St. Thomas. This is a game changer.
It
man.
is.
This is a game changer. The amount of small businesses that are inside people's basements right now in St. Thomas.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point, is that you don't have to slug it out alone in your basement, and you don't have to go broke trying to get it. I mean, even if you can afford $400 or $500, you're in your own not aesthetically pleasing $400 box.
Absolutely.
Not connecting with other businesses,
Absolutely.
right? This is where it's at.
You guys got to understand here. Wi-Fi at home is about $80 to $90.
Yeah.
You guys have high-speed super Wi-Fi at your place.
Yeah.
So even if I just spent the $80 to $100,
Yeah.
and I just come there for the Wi-Fi,
and free coffee, you're done.
I'm on the up already.
It's cheaper.
Yeah.
So free Wi-Fi and 1 cup of coffee, I'm on the up already.
Yeah.
So anybody right now
That's what I'm saying.
that's inside their house, that wants a professional, elegant, high class, like abstract.
Furnished. Don't bring your laptop.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're like, we've got classy ergonomic chairs and mid-century modern furniture.
Come on,
and
man.
Like, I mean, you name it, like everything.
Areas.
We've also got like breakout rooms.
Yes.
So if you need to like get like in the zone,
Yes.
quiet space, like we're creating little soundproof, essentially rooms where you can go use a landline access or just work and kind of get away, like if you don't want to be part of the whole working atmosphere at some point, get away. Like we've got spaces we've thought through the area.
Yes.
Right?
And you touched on something. You said inspirational.
Yeah.
And people don't understand, because sometimes when we're inside our house, our brain is now work mode. Our brain feels like this is not an actual business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's inside my house, I live here, my kids are here, all this kind of stuff. Even though it legitimately is.
Yeah.
But that's an actual break.
Yeah.
An actual break. And also, you also got several individuals that are working there that you could correspond with.
Exactly.
That would give you that motivation.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yep.
How much more? I mean, that's the reason I came down here to work with Brad. I can work remotely as a programmer. I can build a website, in
From Thailand.
Fiji. Thailand. Doesn't matter where. But when when I sit next to Brandon here in the office, and he's working on a design, and he's like, "Hey, check this out," and I'm there. I'm like, "Why don't we try this?" Already between two of us, the collaboration is already just skyrocketing for the quality of our products, and everything just coming out is, we're just getting inspired from each
Let
other.
alone 20 people, or
right?
40. Like, I mean, the space can handle like so many people.
And I wouldn't even stop at businesses, or like even local artists that want to come, just like you want a place to draw that's inspirational. You want to be in a space that you just creative thinking. It's endless what you can do with that kind of space and mindset.
The sky is the limit.
Yeah, literally.
Like exactly what you're talking about, which is it's like you go there, you got a photographer there, you got a business entrepreneur.
We got a travel agent, we got a virtual assistant, we got creatives, videographers, like you name it, right?
Whatever you need is all in one spot.
Yeah.
Even if I don't have a business, I just want to network. I pay $80 to $100. It's the first
to start out.
To start out.
Base funds.
And I have a pool of 20 to 40 individuals that I can access
100%.
for anything I want.
100%. And it like the thing is, it's not stop. I mean, there's already an excitement building around it.
Yeah.
So we're going to carry that momentum. We've already got expansion plans.
Wow.
There's more space to build out once this fills, which we're fully anticipating it will. We've got a whole nother unit off the back that we're going to turn into a workout room and a sauna and like more flex desk space and desk space, and the backyard's going to be landscaped. So in the summer, you're going to be able to get outside, use high-speed internet, and work at a picnic bench, and like we're going to create like this. There's like in the backyard, there's going to be like a flat like turf area for like yoga class and whatever outside, like whatever you need to do to get in the zone. Like there's going to be green space outside.
There's no limit to this.
There's that's like, because it's so affordable, it's gonna work, and we're just gonna keep adding these things that like enrich work life. You shouldn't be forced to go into work. People are gonna want, people are gonna beg to work at this place. We're gonna keep going. There's gonna be other locations. The plan is bigger than just the atrium, because we know there's more than 40 people in St. Thomas who need this.
Wow, way more than that. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, save my spot, man.
Yeah,
I got a spot in there already.
Absolutely.
So now there's 39.
That's right.
And a whole bunch of people have already booked.
Yeah.
So you know what? Tell the people how to book again.
Yeah.
The website.
Yeah. Work at theatrium.com.
Okay, and mine's
From there, you can
you can figure it out, and I'm gonna have a link, so just click on that.
Oh yeah, like once you're in there, like a company's in there, you started a company and things are going well and you start to hire, it's that easy just to, you need another space, you get another membership, and then you can expand, a company can expand as much as they want.
So it gives room for growth for small companies to not overinflate, so they don't or they don't start leasing $1,200 a month, hoping that they can grow into that space. You just, if it's just you and that's working out, you're a freelancer, works out, sweet, but you hire a guy to like take on part of you just buy him a FlexDesk membership, and now you've got space for him, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I need 2 full-time people now. You buy them more desk space, and you're not paying a yearly lease $1,200 a month. You're just, and if it tapers down, just cancel those memberships. You're done in a month, right? So and I was gonna say that too. Like that, it's so flexible. There's no lease. There's no number of months you have to be there. You're just if you're done with your membership, you just cancel it. There's no you pay till the end of the month and you're done.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
My goodness.
So I also wanted the last touch point that I wanted to also say is like that it's great for small businesses to start out. It gives them that room, but it also gives larger companies with remote employees or people who work from home, those sorts of communities, it creates flexible office for them as well. So a lot of people in St. Thomas work in London. And a lot of them are allowed to work at home because they've got a lot, the commute, they can work from home a lot of times. So they work in St. Thomas, but they're based in London. But this gives them the option, like bigger companies, the option to give office space to those employees at a ridiculous price, right? Like you're gonna pay more per square foot for an employee in an office building where you are than in this space. So it's just right? So we're creating flexible options for larger companies to like expand from where they are in remote areas, right? That's kind of the whole plan.
So if I'm Bell or Rogers, I'm moving my whole company then, right? Because it'll be cheaper.
Exactly, because you just go, okay, we're gonna relocate even say 10 people to St. Thomas. You buy 10 permanent spots, and you say in a month you're like, you know what? We need 12. Buy 12 next month. Expand as you go, right? Like that's the beauty of it, is that there's not, they don't have to buy a large commercial unit or lease a huge commercial unit. You just go, and then they scale back and scale up. Like it's cost efficient. That's why a lot of larger companies, even in like Toronto, use WeWork now. They've moved all of their space into like a big co-working space where they can collaborate with other big companies. But it's flexible, so they can scale it down, scale it up, right? So that's the benefit for larger companies as well.
Wow. And do you want to add anything more to this? Because I'm so excited.
For real. I can tell you from a guy that literally we started working. I work, 3 steps from your bed or in your bedroom. These kind of things. It's ideal. Like it's the dream to be able to, and it's like the perfect combination between, I don't want to go and sit at a stuffy office. Especially like if I'm on a computer, I do a lot of digital work. It's hard to stay inspired and creative. But when you're in like a space with that kind of greenery and that kind of lighting and those kind of things, it's just. I'm so pumped to get in there. I just want
lifestyle.
It's
right. You go. People are they're gonna be using this space like crazy. They're gonna want to go in because it's like you're gonna want to be there. You're gonna want to go into work.
You know, that's what I'm gonna say. You like, you know, those people are like, oh, it's Monday morning. I don't want to do it. You know what? This is gonna be like, it's Monday morning. I can't wait to get into that office because it's been closed all weekend, or or whatever our hours are open for. You know, and maybe you can touch on that. Like, what are the hours?
Yeah. So we're gonna open from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
So that's quite a full, work day.
Absolutely. It's more than 9 to 5, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
And Monday to Friday.
Okay.
Because just because I think we're gonna be living there as well. There's apartment units all in that same building.
Holy crap, man.
So
wow.
So
Okay.
Yeah. So it's I think people do need to take and rest. I think it's gonna let people in and gear up for the week because there's two models. You can either do like certain hours,
Yes.
or you can do 24 hours, 7 days a week, right?
Yes.
And the benefit of going less hours, not all week, is that people they want to come in.
Yeah.
They want to be in during the open times, right? If you can go anytime you want, it's kind of like, oh, well, I have the option to go whenever I want, so I'll go whenever I want. But this creates a community.
Yes.
You know that everyone, like, after the weekend, it's going to be like 8 a.m.
Yeah.
They're going to be there.
Yes.
And you go in and you have coffee with 15 other people in the kitchenette area, and you're like, you get inspired for the week, and people are going to want to come in.
Oh, yes.
So,
Yes. This is like one of the greatest ideas I've ever heard in this. No, honest to God, man.
Yeah.
And it's coming to St. Thomas. I keep on telling people, man, they don't want to listen to me. They don't want to believe me, man. St. Thomas is a spot, man.
Oh,
if
man.
you're an entrepreneur, if you're a businessman, if you want to take your craft to the next level in a real form, meaning to say affordability, meaning to say just, St. Thomas also doesn't have too many businesses and it's not oversaturated. So whatever business you got, you're probably gonna be the only one in that city doing it.
That's what this business is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I encourage every single business person that had that dream. I'm talking about this dude is negotiating to get out. This dude is celebrating after he gets fired. This is what this whole thing's all about. I'm talking about, you got a dream, these guys are able to make it happen. For less than $100 to start off, you're able to have your dream.
Yeah.
And if it expands, a couple of more $100.
There you go.
And if you need to downsize, you go down a little bit more, scale back.
Yeah. You need conference space.
How can you lose?
Conference space.
How can you lose?
Yeah.
How can you lose? You know what I mean? How can you lose? I don't understand. You can't lose, man. And forget about that coffee in the morning. That's your rent right there.
Yeah.
That's your rent right there, But hold on. you get coffee at your place, right? You get free coffee, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Las Chicas coffee. I talked to Maria.
You're getting good coffee.
This is a great. St. Thomas, don't get caught sleeping on this, man.
No.
Do not get caught sleeping. All these spots are gonna be sold out, are gonna be gone. You guys better just hop on that line, book your stuff. And so
here, and this is one more way to remove any barriers that anyone have.
Talk to me.
You don't pay until July 1st. So it's literally something you go on.
Okay.
You go on, you select your plan. It says start, you go to the calendar, select July 1st.
Okay.
And then the next screen, it says confirm, and then it asks for your credit card information. We use Stripe, it's 100% secure.
Absolutely, I got Stripe too, so.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's the global secure standard for online payments, other than PayPal.
Absolutely.
So you put your credit card information in, you set up your account, it's as simple as your first name, email, password, sign up. It only starts billing you July 1st.
Okay.
You can cancel before then. So if you're like, June 31st, you're like, you know what? I don't know why I signed up in May, which nobody's gonna do, but if you're if you're crazy, and you're June 31st, and you're like, I don't really want my spot come July 1st, you just cancel.
Just like that, no penalty.
So you said, no.
Risk free.
It's literally risk free. Just like
you don't have an excuse anymore.
Book your spaces.
This is crazy.
Because you're not gonna. There's no risk. So that's why we're already filling spaces. That's why we're already filling spaces, and we've had companies approach us about filling spaces. And so it's not gonna be long, and this spot's gonna be full. So yeah, very exciting.
Thank you very much, man. You got my spot though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
It's risk free.
I'm in completely.
Cool.
So, you know, the location of the spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
28 Princess Avenue.
28 Princess Avenue.
The Old Gardens flower shop.
Okay.
Is what it looks like right now.
Okay.
We've got like a massive budget. We're renovating the exterior. There's gonna be a parking lot in the back. Like I said, it's gonna be landscape. Like, you can look at it now, but it's going to be a different building. We're going to have a huge cedar post sign out front with like the businesses that are there. Like, it's going to...
Yo, this is a game changer, man.
Yeah, it's going to be incredible.
This is a game changer.
And
I thank you guys so much for bringing this vision to St. Thomas, you know what I mean? Because, you know, this city, it's an amazing city. I keep on saying this. It's an amazing city, but this is the reason why. Like, you got people in this city that come up, because you guys are crafting this to help the citizens of St. Thomas. You could easily charge double or triple, and it'll still be worth it because nobody else is doing it, and it's 10 times cheaper than everybody else. But you're actually making the price conducive for the people in the city, that they can make their dreams come true. This is the pinnacle of $1 in a dream. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can make your dream come true. There is no excuses, man. Right now, if it doesn't happen, just raw laziness. If your dream does not happen, these guys took every single barrier. I'm serious. You took every single barrier out of the equation. If it doesn't happen with this idea and this opportunity and this workspace, it's because you're lazy. And ain't nothing gonna happen. Ain't nothing gonna happen. I know you guys ain't lazy. It ain't about laziness. It's all about opportunity.
That's right.
Here's the opportunity. Real life, Malachi Malay, we got
Brandon Olson.
And Nicholas Olson.
And the address
is 28 Princess Avenue.
28 Princess Avenue.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Yeah, baby.